Okay, so.
Sorry.
So, Jason, my old roommate. Okay?
Wait, when did you have Oh!
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
south side.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Vaulted ceilings.
yes.
Nice.
So,
So.
Eric and I were joking back and forth about the hand banana episode. And we're going back and forth.
Dickisode. No, that
Hand
wasn't.
banana.
That was
it was
hand banana.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's
Lay
Spaghetti.
down. Face down.
Face.
All I know is ball.
Good.
Great. We're going back and forth, and Jason does not get the subtle directness of the jokes. And we're in the lobby of the theater, and he's wiping down a counter, and there are customers, and he's just like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna rape you. And we were like, whoa. Cool story, bro. It was great. It was so great. You had to be there.
My name's Spaghetti!
Spaghetti!
I'ma call him Hand Banana.
Good. Ball.
Rape.
Tonight.
Go lay down.
You.
Face down.
Tonight. You.
Thanks, Dave. Forbiden fruit. The Tempation of Edward Cullen.
You ordered to Cullen.
Thanks for the reviews. Chapter 7. Surprises! Woo! I woke up sheepishly and wondered where I was for a minute.
She wandered where she was.
She wandered. I got out of bed, wondering if all the things that had happened to me last night were just a dream. I went downstairs for breakfast and sat down with Dave and Mary. They look at me and smile adoringly. Wow, Tia, I love your new hair and contact lenses. You look so beautiful, said Mary, with her face all bright in happiness. I got up and looked in a mirror. Holy shite!
Holly!
Holly!
Holly makes an appearance! Holly!
Holly, that's such a great last name for you.
Holly!
Holly Shite. I looked totally different. For the first time, I could see my face was truly beautiful. I was even prettier than before. My eyes were a weird silver color, like wet pools of noble moonlight in distant meadows, and my ivy gold hair seemed to shimmer like the sun's burned rays in the morning, with the purple streaks shining like neon lilac. Neon lilac?
Neon lilac.
I was
Neon
radiant
black.
and magical and looked awesome.
Hot brown!
Hot brown! My skin was even more pale than before, and my features more delicate and queen-like. My nose was small and dashing, and my cheeks were high and pale, and my chin was soft but majestic. I was amazed. Suddenly the phone rang and nuked me out of my silent staring.
Nuked.
Dave answered it. What? Oh my god! You're kidding. This is inconsiderable. And he hung up.
Inconsideratable. What?
What's happened, honey? Mary asked, smiling. Uncle Larry has died. It looks like he was ripped apart by a wild beast. I feel so sad. He was my brother. I suddenly remembered what I had done, and I screamed and ran to school. I felt so awful and guilty for what I had done. I knew Uncle Larry was a perv and a racist, and even though he had raped me and tied me up and spanked me and made my life hell, I still shouldn't have killed him. I was going to explode with guilt. I ran through the forest towards the school, but suddenly a large thing appeared in front of me. It was a bear! A big panda bear! It was huge and fluffy and really cute, but I was scared, as this was a totally weird thing to happen. Greetings, Atlantina, it said. I was totally freaked out. Since when did panda bears live in forks? And since when did they speak? I was totally confused. WTF! I screamed. I'm a panda bear. My name is Snooflanty Tatuna, but you can call me Snoofles. A talking panda bear? I shouted furiously. I cannot talk like humans can, but you're not human anymore, so you can understand me. You can talk to animals. You probably have other powers too, you just don't know it yet. Like what? I said. I don't know. Touch that tree, said Snoofles, smiling at me. I touched the tree and concentrated hard, and even though it was winter, the tree suddenly started to bloom, huge bunches of flowers. I didn't even know.
Coniferous? I think it's coniferous.
It's not deciduous.
It's coniferous.
I didn't know coniferous trees flowered.
Yeah, they bloom now. If you're a vampire.
It makes sense though.
Well, it makes about as much sense as a talking panda bear named Snoofles.
No, it makes a lot of sense that the coniferous tree would not be in bloom in winter. The flowers cascaded down like a river onto the bare forest floor. I took my hand away in horror. Flowers? The flowers were so beautiful they made me think of Edward. Then I remembered how he had left me after we'd made love, and I became angry. I touched another tree and it burst into flames. It was as if the trees turned into things that somehow reflected how I was feeling. OMG, how is this possible? I said. Don't ask me. I'm just a panda, lol. Snoofles with a big grin, and he raised his eyebrows. But I'm so happy to find a person who can understand my speaking. I always wanted a human friend. Will you be my human friend? Well, yeah, okay, I said. But I have to go to school now, so I'll see you later, Snoofles, okay? That's cool, said Snoofles. I'll see you later. I ran away and was totally weirded out by my meeting with Snoofles. I was almost in a trance at school, and even though people stared at me and made comments about my new appearance, I had never cared less. In gym class, I ran around dressed in my gym clothes. I was playing dodgeball, and the cheerleaders kept throwing their balls at me really hard like biatches, but I was dodging them at the speed of light, like literally so fast. Lauren came over to me and tries to hit me over the face with her balls, and I slapped her in the face.
Damn!
WTF, you freaking goth tutor bitch! She shouted with her ugly face flapping like a big bag. Leave me alone, yeah? I said, looking more beautiful than ever. I'll never leave you alone because you're so weird. What has happened to your face? It's like you're from another planet. You're so pale and delicate. It's freaking everyone out and we all hate you. I was so mad I pushed her, but my hands touched her arms and her skin started to blister and froth in a totally gross way, and she got struck by a bolt of lightning. She wasn't dead or anything, but she looked totally disgusting, and she got taken to the hospital. I didn't look for my friends, and after gym class, I sat in the changing room after everyone had left and cried because I felt sorry for what I had done to Uncle Larry and to Lauren. Okay, it is Lauren. Okay, yeah, cool. Alright. I was sat there wearing a very short leather mini dress and red ripped tights and a skull necklace and a gothic top hat with feathers on it. Suddenly, I heard voices from behind me. Voices. Tia? Tia? It is I, Edward Cullen, said Edward. I turned to cook at him and gasped in a high-pitched way and fell over onto the floor. I was mad at him and totally upset about other stuff, so I didn't check to see if he was okay. He got up in a minute. I fainted, Tia. That was so sexy and exquisite. I lost my contentiousness. Thy face is even more sacred and filled with shining glory than before. I am amazed.
Shinning glory.
Shinning glory. Shins all over her face. But then he noticed I was crying tears of soft blood, and he said, "What is wrong with thee?" said Edward. Why are you crying? I killed someone, you hardered.
Oh my god.
I killed my uncle, my fake adopted uncle, and drank his blood. And I think I made Lauren get struck by lightning.
Get stuck by lightning.
Stuck by lightning.
Stuck.
It's okay, Tia. He was evil, and noon cares about Lauren, Edward says to comfort me, and he put his arms around me. Still, what I did was awful. And anyways, get off me! I stood up and shook him off me. Don't come near me ever again. I haven't forgiven you for what happened last night. We did sex, and you left me there in the forest. I'm sorry. I cannot stay away from thee, and yet cannot be with thee either. He cried and threw his hands up and wept.
Okay, I just realized something. Did Uncle Larry track her down in the forest to wrap her again.
Suddenly.
Forest wrap.
Forest wrap. Suddenly. And to beat her.
With a shoe.
With a shoe. Make your mind up, Uterd. This is a serious thing. Ether, stay here with me now and screw me. Smells like ozone. And be with me forever or leave and go be with Bella. Make your choice right now. I choose thee. Atlantina. Bella's a big mean cow and I can't be with her anymore. I will never leave thou sight again, my lovely damsel, even if you poop.
Oh, she's a vampire now. She doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, she does. She poops blood.
Everybody poops but you.
He started to cry, and I kissed him. He was so amazing. His yellow eyes and tousled auburn hair and pale skin made me want to screw him all the time. I'd never seen anybody look so perfect. I took off my dress, so I was only wearing my underwear, and I sat on his knees, and we kissed a lot. He touched me all over, and I felt dizzy and weak, like weekdays.
Yes.
Did you mean it, Edward? You'll be mine forever? I does. I shall be thy mate, he said beautifully in his smooth, hot velvet voice. I found some handcuffs on a bench and tied him to a hook. He was unable to move, and I took his pants down and looked at his throbbing lavender man-fruit thing. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, and I put it in my mouth and sucked it, and he thrust it madly until he had an orgasm in my mouth.
Vampires still do that?
With blood.
Right.
The hot juice flowered in my mouth. It grew into something beautiful, and it grew out of my mouth, and it was magical. Suddenly a voice came from behind me. What do you think you're doing, you evil, rodent people? I hate you! I hate you both, and now I'm going to kill myself! It was Bella Swan.
I never knew her last name was Swan.
Oh, yeah, it's totally Swan.
Okay.
Swan, like swallow.
Like
Mackerel.
Mangrel?
Mackerel.
Mackerel?
Yeah, like the fish.
Like a swallow? Like bottoming out?
No.
Like a glottal stop.
No.
Yes.
Sponge.
Glottal.
Yeah.
Glottal.
Suddenly.
Say it. Say it. Glottal. Glottal. Glottal stop.
Flowered.